She said shutting up.
She just shut it down.
I try, I'm a fat girl. I try to do my shit, Miss Sarge. I don't be feeling good. Fuck that shit. I got to come with it. I got too many people eyes on me, baby.
I'm a fat girl too. I usually try to do mine, but one of them days I was like, I don't feel like it.
Well, don't do it. It is what it is. I took the cake. I made up for you, boo.
Okay, you sure did now.
I got you. You got put no pressure.
Y'all come on, get no notifications. Y'all come on in. We ain't got no music because Facebook don't want to monetize my videos. We know without when I play their music. So y'all come on in.
Well, can we do our own music then?
Huh? What we gonna do?
Let's do your song. Come on.
What we gonna? Look, they hit me for that song.
For your own?
Because I remade it and the music is not mine. Come on in, Janae and Miss Becky. Y'all come on in. It's time for girl. I got you the damn fan on the wrong side and the wrong fan. I done hit y'all with the shot.
Let's go with fly for my king, die for my king. Give me a pair of wings and I'll
fly for my king. Though this joy is consistently, cause he the only man for me. You may be a part of me for sure, but you the only one who loves me for now. I was so control. I was stopping
come on in, Adrian, and come on in. Hey, cuz, and Kim, and Candace, and Dina, and y'all, come on in. We can come on in. Come on in. We about to get ready to get started with our girl chat. And while DeKendra roll her drugs.
Now this is medicine, baby. This is medicine.
God put that here for us.
That's for
you. Yes. This right here. This that CBD PTCTCT.
Elemental.
Look, we finna get ready to thank you, Miss Becky. We finna get ready to get our girl chat started. We didn't play no music because they be trying to not monetize my video or half monetize my video when I played music. So we just gonna go and get right on into it. And the first thing I want to talk about, because this shit is real, it's kind of disturbing. It's disturbing to me because the shit be looking this shit is crazy. I posted this in our group today, and I'm gonna let y'all wait a minute, let me get it up here. Lord,
y'all.
Yeah, okay, look.
Oh my God. Y'all.
Let me show you the second video. This is a squirrel.
All right.
Oh.
He come here. I hear how to go. Ooh, Lord.
Fucking breathe. Oh my fucking God.
I could.
Now look.
You have to go.
Look. So look, tell me this. Do you think
he have to go? He could say,
"Come on in, Jakiri and Libby." Do y'all have a problem? Do you think it's a problem if you see? Cause see, my thing always has been when you watch like unsolved murders and you watch all them the video, the shows and shit about the people that grew up to be serial killers and all that bullshit. They always seem to kill animals when they was children.
Right, and whoever that was recording it and laughing at it, that little boy served.
Probably his mama.
He needs his ass whooped.
He do.
He sure do.
Well, I would tell you something. They need to whoop his ass. They need to give him some counseling because whoever that is recording the video, her ass gonna be shot up next. When he snap, those are the ones that enable them and allow them to do shit like that. Think it's funny. Them be their victim because you allow me to be retarded and bad and fuck my life up. And now I shot somebody and I'm going back and forth to jail and it's your fault because you should have tried to help me.
Right, because she laughed.
He need a good old ass whooping first, and then get some counseling. But he need his ass whooped. Let him see how that squirrel felt.
That's
Tear
true.
that ass up.
He need to ask.
He need to understand that was wrong.
Yeah.
Cause see, he'll do an infant like that. He'll do a child like that.
Exactly. He'll pick the baby up like that and slang the damn baby in the goddamn baby. Ain't no, they laughing. They're not teaching him to have regard for life.
Right.
And for him to think that it was okay to bring harm to an innocent animal like that, it goes to tell you at a young, tender age, his mind is disturbed.
It is.
Very.
Because
and the fact that he had no emotion about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, I'm going to throw this motherfucker, and I'm going to throw it, and I throwed it, and they just what they did.
But he could be acting out with how people handle him because he's so bad. You see, I got a bad son, and my son bad because his mother, his biological mother, did drugs with him. So he's bad on a whole nother level. But I noticed a lot of people can't really deal with him, and they try to whoop him and beat the hell out of him.
I'm gonna say this right here too. He bad because he's spoiled in a motherfucker. Tito is spoiled. Yeah. Tito, that's one of the, I ain't gonna let you put Tito out like that. Come tell you something. Tito is one of the smartest children that I ever met in my motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
He's smart. He's scary smart. So what ain't got nothing to do with that. Tito is bad because Tito is spoiled, and he mostly spoiled by everybody that love him. He's definitely spoiled by you. And his sister got him spoiled freaking right. And I'm trying not to cuss because they were trying to hit the video. And his sister got him really spoiled. And you know you don't let nobody mess with Tito or tap Tito ass up when need to be told. So
Keon, you whooped him with a spatula.
He need it. He went stop something in my house while I whooped him on his feet.
With a spatula.
Goddamn heavy.
And then guess what? After she whooped him, she sold him a frozen cup. No good. When you whoop, you probably gave him no ice cup. You probably gave him a sweet.
I was let him know that you can't do that shit, but I still love you in the end.
I still love you.
You got a little popping, but I still love you.
So can you YouTube, if we curse, they won't pay you. Let me know now so I don't curse.
Yeah, don't try not to curse, especially like the F word and the B word.
Okay.
I'd be like,
okay, yeah.
You know, for me, this gonna make me. I ain't gonna make me stop cursing because soon somebody make me mad, I'm gonna say
work for that money, don't they?
Listen.
What is you got the next topic? What's the next thing that you want to chat about?
I just want to first I want to chat about girl power.
Okay.
Girl power. Yeah.
Come on.
Let's talk about girl power. Cause see, last year I went through some stuff. And this year I'm finding out I'm going through a little bit different things, but we need, as sisters, we need to empower each other. It's not all about tearing us down. It's about lifting us up as well, because we need that. You can't go to church. You know what I'm saying? Half of everybody you deal with either drunk or smoking weed like me high, so their mind ain't as good. You know what I'm saying? So everybody emotions fucked up, but let's just, this year.
Let's say the F word.
Oh, that's right. See what I'm saying? I might be put this out. I'm gonna hit 2 more times. Don't put it out, cause see, you know I'm ready to go to the whole. We can get our own TV station. Miss Becky, girl power. We don't start each other up.
She said, "I know there's no cussing. It's hard for you. I've been practicing them."
Yes, it is hard for. If she can't cuss, she gonna start preaching.
Look, I'm preaching cuss. Look, so what you were saying about women empowerment?
I'm saying let's just start lifting each other up. Let's start like shopping with each other more. You know, everybody got an online boutique or selling something from their house. If it's a woman and you like what she got, I don't care what she doing, buy it. Because you go in the store, support, send them cash apps to these people on TV. You know that's what they doing it for. Get out, send $10, send $5, send what you want to send. Let's just lift each other up, because that's what it's about nowadays. And it's hard. It's hard out here. I'm a single parent. I'm raising 2 children, and it's hard. And I got different little ailments.
But you know, sometimes what kind of makes, I watch a lot of people that have like online boutiques and stuff, and And I'm for supporting my sisters and brothers, and for Black men, everybody pretty much that know me know how I feel about. I'm pro-Black for sure, but
Right.
sometimes we make it difficult for people to deal with us because I watched this girl who she has an online boutique, and everybody don't know not to come in your comments and say, my package didn't get here yet. So to me, you run a business, the professional thing would be to go to that person's inbox and say, hey, I'd appreciate if you don't come on my lives telling me what ain't got nothing. She go off on them right there, going off, and get real ugly. And I'm thinking, that ain't business.
Let me tell you who else did. Let me tell you who else did that. Gwendolyn Crawford, Young Blue Godmama, or whoever she is. Now it was the lady. You seen when the lady had paid for the gumbo, and she never did call the lady to tell the lady like your order is ready.
I saw that.
You seen that? She felt like I put it on Facebook, and she made a whole video responding to the girl because the girl made a post, and she was just like, I paid $80 for a pan of gumbo. I wasn't called or told properly that my gumbo was ready, and Gwen was just like, I posted on Facebook when it's ready. I don't personally pick up the phone to call nobody. I don't contact nobody person to person. Once I make a post, everybody come pick it up, and they know that that's what it is, that it's time to come pick up the gumbo. And the girl was like, well, that's unprofessional for you to sit there and say, I should know that my gumbo ready, or I got to keep on checking your Facebook page. She got a job. She got kids. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep on checking your Facebook page to see if my order is ready. And then as a business owner, she went and made a live raffling off. She said she wasn't going to give a girl back her money. Then she made a live raffling off the girl's gumbo to somebody else.
Right.
Give it to her for free.
The gumbo was spoiled by then, and not only was it spoiled, I wouldn't have done that because a lot of folks don't know business. When I had a business, I had a real business. I had a civil service.
People don't know customer service.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, your customer service have to be first, and sometimes you have to swallow and bite the bullet. Sometimes that just like I talk to my kid and my nieces about sometimes when you're upset with a supervisor, I said sometimes you can't say what you feel. I said,
right.
Supervisor, there's times that when I was working in the office, there's times that she pissed me off, and I'm talking calm. And as soon as she walked up from my desk, I said, MFB,
right?
Period. Everything.
I did initially. Good, didn't I?
Everything.
I said sometimes we can't say what we want to say and how we feel. And like business owner that I'm talking about, she get loud. I'm gonna cancel your order right now. Don't you never order enough for me again? And I'm like, wow.
And guess what? And guess what? Her money gonna be canceled. You canceling your own lifestyle, baby, your own livelihood. You're not canceling mine because guess what? I'm finna shop with you. I'm finna go shop with somebody else, and this person gonna eat, and she gonna give me good customer service, and I'm gonna continue to shop with her and still go on trips and go get a building for long and everything else. You're gonna be stuck right there, still arguing with the same ghetto price.
And sometimes even if the product ain't even that good, you'll still shop with the person because the customer service is good. Right. Like how you go to a restaurant and you eat, even though the food ain't all there, but when you go there, they make you feel like family, and you go for the ambiance and you go for the customer service. Come on in, Tasha, and you go for the customer service. Also, people gotta sell a good product. Right. Now, a lot of y'all that sell these clothes and shit, these black-owned boutiques and shit, these clothes be threads.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right. The clothes be threads. You put that shit on and start the stringing.
Ask me. I just ordered something of that a boutique on Facebook that I ordered from, and the jumpsuit was like beautiful. I even showed it to my husband, and I was like, "Baby, you like this?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's sexy. That's nice. I like that." I ordered it, but when it got here, it's pretty, but it's very cheap quality. It wasn't a cheap jumper. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth what I paid for. The quality of it when I got it, it was very thin. To tell somebody probably sat down in a day and made it. It wasn't no. And I
one time they ordered out from China, the cheapest shit that the cheapest get.
Right. So, but I have to say, sometimes we try to support, and sometimes it's hard to support our own kind because they won't do right. And let me tell you this quick.
That's right. Punch your head.
I had a couple businesses. So I had a business, and then I was getting ready to venture to my second business, and I wanted the you know, the sign to put up for the name of my business. So I go to this black guy because I'm like patriotic black. I go there. He's not there, but his 17-year-old son is there. So I say, you know, I want to get a quote for, you know, to have my name, you know, my sign, you know, put on my beauty salon.
Right.
And the guy like, oh, my dad not here right now, but he'll be back a little later. And that's okay. Well, I'll leave my number. I left my number. The man never called me back. I called back up there. He wasn't there. I went up there a second time. He wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So you run, every time I go there, I get your 17.
I ain't got time.
Quotes. And so finally, after about 4 or 5 days, I finally get a quote. I finally get in touch with the dad where he can give me a quote. I'll come over there and take a look, and then I'll let you know. A whole week, he'd never show up to give me a quote. You know what I did?
Don't want no
I
money.
went right down the street, and I ain't gonna lie, I went right down the street to the white man that's doing business. And guess what? The white man was out the next day, put my sign up the next day. So that's why, like I said, sometimes it's hard to patronize our own kind, because sometimes we think because it's our business, we can do what we want to do.
Right.
Your business like you would treat it if you were working for the white man, because if you working for the white man, you get your ass up and get in there on time. But
and you know, and if they working for a white man, they have all the customer service in the world.
Right.
But then when they step out on their own and get there and do their own business, they feel like they can talk to you like you crazy.
Right. No respect. And they think because they work for themselves and they ain't got a boss. And I be saying to myself, that's why you will never go to be a millionaire. You will always be penny Indian. You always
Money gonna be low. Money gonna stay low. Listen, people attract the company they keep. And the people that's around them, that's the type of people that draw to them. Like what is called like a gravitational pull, law of attraction. People gravitate to your personality, gravitate people. I'm a loving person. I'm crazy at the same time. So my people are crazy, but they loving people. You know what I'm saying? And when I do business, I attract godly people, good people, people that love me and want to see me win and go so into me. That's who I am. But if I'm a nasty individual, then everybody I deal with are gonna be nasty and ghetto, and then I'm gonna treat them like that because that's what I think it's supposed to be. But no, these folks they don't think like that. They think like, oh, it's my business I'm gonna do, but you lessen yourself. You ain't growing. I only deal with people that do business. When I wanted my civil service, the girl that showed me how to do it, she was a young black girl. I actually tried to get a job with her. But when she said, ma'am, she said, you've been doing healthcare so long, why don't you do your own civil service? I said, okay, show me how to do it. She walked me from one step to the next. I got my LLC, got my book, my bond, and my stamp for my business. $2 million worth of business insurance for $1,000. She walked me through the whole thing. She didn't hold back. I was able to go get clients and charge $3,200 for a mother and a father every 2 weeks or a month. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm gonna be asking to the people, when I go in now, them folks ain't finna pay me that type of money. I'm talking about ooh and this and that. Your vocabulary need to be one. Because you're going to talk to many people if you plan on growing. You know what I'm saying? Just take the time out to build yourself and brand yourself. Just not just going to get a business online selling clothes. No. What the purpose is behind the business. Then you're going to have your people like that because you're going to see your vision. If you don't have no purpose behind you just trying to make a quick little money or be seen, oh, I'm selling clothes, everybody know me. No. I'm building myself. I want my children. I'm paying college. I got this and that. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. When you cuss me out, I apologize, ma'am. Thank you. Here's your money back.
Right.
Keep that $30
and then when I hang up
keep that $30 jump. I'm good. Keep it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Be blessed.
Yeah, and then the phone, I'll cuss you out to myself and get
Word
it out. You know what I'm saying? But this same boutique that I'm telling you about, I have never logged onto her site because of the way she treats other people. And I said, just think how many other people out there that may feel like I feel. And like, girl, you could probably be knocking at your next level, but you ain't getting there because of the way you treat people. And you think it's okay because it's your business and you think it's okay to talk to people like that. But she's never talked to me in that manner because I've never really said a lot of videos I watch and I don't say nothing. I just look when I'm working through the day. A lot of times I turn it on for company keeper as I'm doing my job. And but I hear it and I'm like, wow, that girl, and she just be going off and I be like, wow, how you run a business talking to people like that? So it's difficult. You know, I do try. My first choice is to patronize my own kind, but damn, sometimes we can't.
You know something else, Soup? This they fail to realize. You never know who I am and what I got. I may be coming to you to buy a $30 jumper, but I might be that ploy that'll tell you, here go $3,000, they will get you some inventory. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you really sell. Go get you some inventory for this brand of people, or add this to you, or I want to sew into you here. Whatever this $3,000 can do for you and your children, get it. But if you handling me rough or handling me some type of way, then I'll be like, oh, can't spend no more money with you, and definitely ain't finna sew into you. Ain't gonna tell all my people about you. Word of mouth will get you money up broke.
Right. Yeah.
But
I mess around and tell my people, you might not sell another jumper, baby. We'll be ordering our own jumpers offline. Because
From your competition.
Yeah, but I agree that it's us to come together, band together, and support one another, because we see what's going on out there and we see how they really feel about us. So we should come together more, but we can't because we too busy being like a crab in a bucket. We don't let somebody else blow up because we ain't got the desire to, or we ain't got the motivation to, but we sit back there hating on somebody else who got the motivation to get out there and do it. And then, but it's time for us to band, because we are all we got is each other, because that other side, thunder about us. You see what's going on right now. You see all this stuff going on at the Capitol. That's the inside job.
And I love that. Baby, we is minding our business. Do you hear me? That Black Lives Matter. Listen, when they did the Black Lives Matter, white folks was riding with us too. Black Lives Matter. They a lot of them sick of, you feel me?
Yeah.
But now when they went to ride and doing this Capitol shit, black folks at home like, man, we forget.
Yeah. But it was an inside job, because that black
folks know
that black
people.
Yeah, I don't know if
crazy.
I don't know if she's I'm not sure if she's a senator or a congresswoman, but the black one with the bald head.
Yeah.
Her she got her head shaved bald like a she got the right head for it. It look good on her. And do you know her panic button? Somebody removed her panic button out of her office. So therefore, when they come in there and get her, she ain't got a panic button here. Her panic button had been removed from her office.
God no, they set her up.
Yes.
That's why I stay strapped. I stay strapped. Period.
Yeah.
I'm a heart patient. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna be in the position. Let me tell y'all something. My folks is crazy. And you do something to one of them, they gonna get your ass. That's just period. Okay, I ain't gotta go no further. But I'm saying, I'm a heart patient now, and it's so much shit going on. I went about firearm when ISIS came out. Of course, I'm probably the only girl in my family that didn't really own a firearm, but I could put my hands on one if I needed. Man, I could. But when ISIS came out and they was talking about they weren't putting boots on the ground with Obama, and them folks coming and going, it stressed me out so bad. So I had a dream that ISIS actually was in Daphne, and they was on their way over this way, but they was over there killing people and families. And some said, go get some ammunition. I went and bought me a couple of guns, went to the gun range. I used to go all the time, me and my husband. But go to the gun range, and when I tell y'all, I was scared. I'm not gonna let you come up here. You can remove my panic button, and you come in here if you want to.
Yeah.
You might kill me, but I promise you, when you open that door and you act ungodly, I got something for you.
But you know,
so and you can go to jail for that if she got caught with a firearm now. She could go to jail.
Say, you know, she probably not allowed to carry a firearm to work. And
right, I know that. But I still
so that means somebody inside that knew this was going to take place. Somebody inside removed her panic button. It wasn't ours. It was already gone. So that means inside. So it's a whole lot of stuff finna come out and finna fall down. It's a lot of stuff fixing to come to the light. And they said we're going to be shocked when it all come out. They said that the American people are going to be shocked when the FBI are able to release some of the stuff they can't release. So it's a whole inside job. I'm like, that's why I told you, Kenyanda, the last time me and you, or the other time I was on your live, I told you Trump is the Antichrist. He can't. When did this happen? They say it's been over 200 years since we had something like this happen.
Right. But let me tell you something, the white folks, they let you know that money, baby, the love of money is the root of all evil, not the money.
Entitlement, not even money, entitlement.
Yeah, entitlement.
They feel like, look, this is our motherfucking country. We don't like who y'all trying to put in here. So we gonna do what we need to do because this our shit. Even though they built shit, you know what I'm saying? Even though the country was built off the backs of slaves, and it's really ain't none of their fucking country because people was already here, but they fit since they took it. Like they take everything else, they feel like this is our country. Shit ain't going how the fuck we wanted to go, so we finna do something about it.
Yeah, that's white privilege. That's that white
That's
privilege.
what it is. White privilege.
But guess what? See, this the thing though. See, one thing about it, they built their own goddamn bomb because you allowed him to come in office and do what he did, the way he was doing it, and it was funny. It was funny. See, now he the bitch y'all ass in the ass because he done got in and learned the secrets of how to get it done. And that president time, that motherfucker runs. It ain't no joke. Trump know what he doing, but this they fault because they put him in there. With that money, thinking about that money, thinking about him talking about he finna get the Mexicans and all them folks out of here. Okay, leave the Mexicans, get them other foreigners up out of here so we can get some goddamn businesses and we don't gotta pay no taxes on some of this shit that's already ours. Okay. They come over here, they don't gotta pay no taxes, they ain't gotta do a damn thing but open up a store on every corner. And they taxing us. Get their ass from over here, we don't need because they don't hire us.
So let me ask you guys a question.
No, baby, guess what? Let me tell you something. I ain't trying to cut y'all. Let me tell you something. Them motherfuckers hired us during Corona when Corona first hit. Go, they put the black folks in the seafood market. You know damn well we ain't never been no Chinese restaurant.
Hell no, not down there.
They put us in on the front goddamn line. And we was stupid enough to be up in there making that little shit.
Talking to everybody while they in the back not having all
they in the back cooking the food. They're in the back cooking the food. They got you running the line. They got you running the front and the cash register.
Dealing with the people and the diseases.
Yeah, and guess what? And they weren't even hiring the white folks. It was all black folks. Black folks got to be smarter than what the fuck they are. So sorry. They gotta be.
Let me ask y'all a question. I want to, and I want both of you to tell me because I've been trying, but I can't find it. I mean, I've been looking and figure it out. Tell me this right here. How do y'all feel about your friend?
Wait a minute. That goddamn dog.
Hold on. Let me get Punch. I'm going to kick him out the door.
Punch your motherfucker. See, I'll look it up. God, look it up. Punch over the room.
Hey, Kenyandra, the last time it was a baby.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
You want to act like you're
Let me tell y'all something. Huncho is a poodle, baby. And when I tell you, he's riding. He works in the church. He want because he been here talking. Now he want to come here and run around with no. I done pass on my flow, baby, from the front to the back. He not gonna run around.
You can tell him, get it off, I'll punch your ass.
I know. I don't got to punch. I got to switch, baby. I whoop him with a switch.
Like my daughter. Look, what you were saying, Miss Tanya.
So my question is, my friends of my white friends or Mexican friends. Okay, any of my friends who are not black, even my black friends, because I have a few black friends that are Trump supporters, but we don't really communicate often. But like I have a couple white friends here that we were pretty cool and pretty close, and with them supporting Trump, it made me feel some type of way. And I know some people say people should be able to vote who they want to vote for and support who they want to support, but because I'm a black woman, I feel like if you're supporting Trump and he's blatantly racist, you're saying you don't give a damn about me. So my point is, a part of me kind of wanted to reach out to one of my friends and say, let it go, LaTanya, but I can't. And so my thing is, I want to ask both of y'all individually, like, am I wrong or should I? I don't, because I ain't feeling it. I'm like, every time I think about it, I'm like.
I think you're wrong. And the reason why I think you're wrong is because most black people or white people that I know that have like black friends, like they really fuck with black people, like for real, like just like they got one token black friend. I find that they voted for Trump, not for the racist shit, but most people that voted for him for different things. They voted for him because, he was making their business better, or they voted for him for certain. It had absolutely nothing to do with, he a racist and he a this. A lot of people was looking at, that I talked to, a lot of people was looking at, look, forget Trump. Baby, what he talking about this business and the fact that I have a business and I'm growing my business and from that aspect of it, from the being a business, because what he is a businessman.
Right.
They looked at him like the businessman. They didn't even really look at him like a president. He just happened to have that title, but they admired more of what he could bring as far as business.
Yeah, but I haven't seen, and I have a few friends that are business owners. I haven't seen what he done so great for a business to betray your friend. I take it as betrayal. I take it as, I don't give a damn whether you're looking at it or not. He's a racist and I'm black. He's against me and you're for him. And you're supposed to love me.
I'm gonna say this.
You're supporting someone who's totally against me.
I'm gonna say this. Okay. I got a white lady that's Trump supporter. She's A1. And she has always been not racist, but prejudiced. She's been prejudiced, right? She's treated me well. I mean, she's treated me bad some too, like what I allowed her to treat me, but her money overflowed and she didn't mind sharing. So I allowed for her to get a little white every now and then because it's all good, that money green. You feel me? And it get me to the next level. But now she's a Trump supporter, and I just feel like even if I know she's racist in some ways, I don't trust you with my life. You can stay in your position as my friend, but I don't never close my eyes around you and behind you. You can never get behind me. You're going to constantly stay in front of me because I know what he believes in, and it's hard for me to differentiate whether you believe what he's doing or what he do first.
But I don't think we should completely destroy the relationship.
Yeah, it should be down. Because if they show you that, see, some white folks don't believe
because they, just like you have black people that vote Democratic, they don't got to know nothing about being a Democrat. I didn't know this. My grandma vote Democrat, my mama vote Democrat, and vote Democrat. Bitch, we Lord, whatever, we Democrat. So I think that people are the same way being Republican. Like people was like, I hate Hitler. I don't want Hitler to be in here, the Democrat. I don't want to. But because Hitler was our candidate, and because she's a Democrat and that's what I vote, that's a traditional thing to do, that what we do in our family, they voted for. I voted
for her because she was a woman. I didn't give a damn. And then I know Bill Clinton was the president. He was a good president. And I know she was down there running the office. So I voted for her.
That man got up there and played the trumpet for y'all ass. He got there and played the trumpet, and all of a sudden he's a good president. But he done put millions of black men and brown men in prison.
To my Clinton?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
That's because that's what that came from. That came from the law that Hillary was trying to pass. I mean, that they was talking about passing for the women and the children in our neighborhood. It was our men that was killing everything around us.
They were selling all the drugs. The government was putting the drugs in the neighborhood. If you don't give it, if a man is a felon and you put him in an environment where he can't feed his family and he going from place to place and trying to get a job, he gonna go to the street. And if the government, if y'all putting it in the neighborhood, I don't feel like the laws and stuff that they pass, when you get caught with a quarter.
It don't benefit us none. Nothing they agree to benefits us. Nothing that is to benefit us. That's why we have such a hard time. And I feel bad for my black brothers to a sense because, first of all, from day one, you've had a curse on your life. You've been meant to not survive and meant to not make, and they keep the thumb and their foot on your neck. That's why with the Section 8 type shit stuff, you can't, it's designed for the black man to be at the house. So
for that, but I don't know a friend I ever had that was on Section 8 that the man want to live with. Everybody was designed for that. That's so cliche because everybody we know ever had Section 8.
Listen, but I'm saying it was designed.
It was designed
to be able to get it. You could have to say the man went down. But of course, when it's time for the inspection to come, he got to put your stuff in the car. Put it in the car, and when my little worker come on in and check it out, go and get it. And then for long, I don't never be here for no inspection. Leave me alone because I ain't in the mood. But I was mad on Section 8, baby, and saying all my motherfucking rent money. Sure did.
I'm gonna go back to something that I always say is that I realize that it is hard for the black man. It is. I agree. It's hard for the black man, and I agree that the prison system is messed up because, like you said, when they get out with a felony, they can't get a good job. But still, it may be harder, but there's a way to do it. Black men sit their ass down. You can go to churches by night and Burger King by day and make it work. Find you a partner, and she may be at Waffle House in the morning and Wendy's at night. But you put that money together, and there's a way to make it. So black men need to sit their ass down. And then they won't be locked up. So damn that. I hear a lot of people say the black man did this, the black man so did. Black man, sit your ass down.
They do need to sit their ass down. But at the same time, I'm talking about what they did to get in there. I ain't talking about that. Once they get out. Now, what you saying, now, let me tell you something. Most black men that I know that have been in prison, when they did get out and they had a good, strong woman with them, they opened up businesses. They got truck companies. They got all kind of stuff. But the thing about coming out of prison is you got to have a support system. And a lot of people don't have a support system because a lot of people, if your cousin had been in jail for murder or something, and he got out, the first time he ain't back. When they say he needs somewhere to stay.
But listen, my cousin shot at the police.
Yeah, the thing about it is that I'm gonna be honest. I worked in the prison system as a nurse. I worked in the prison system back in Georgia for years. I worked at 4 different prisons. Right. And the thing about it is, not all of them, and like you said, there are a lot of them come out with a good support system. They get it together and they go. But a lot of them have that prison mentality now. Mm-hmm. They're institutionalized and they go in and out like a revolving door. It's very few that get out and walk that chalk line. They get out and they get out real good. They done told their girlfriend all them jailhouse lies that they gonna marry. They get out, they start throwing dick to
man.
Penis to the right, to the top, and penis to the bottom. They go to that Peter like a hula hoop, and so they don't let the woman down. They support system. They came out.
And she'll sit the 103
They start getting loans. They start getting these loans from their homie and won't pay them back. And then next thing you know, they out there doing the same thing. So my credibility for, like, I tell my nieces, because I have in the past dated someone that gotten out of prison. I done dated somebody that was in prison before, but I will never again. Never. I will never again.
Never will.
No.
Let me tell y'all something.
Never, ever.
Listen, the man I dated a guy that right after me and my husband split up. I had met this guy that was in jail, and I really just enjoyed talking to him on the phone because I was, going through my little thing with my husband, and I didn't want nobody in my space, but I liked the fact that he had all the right words to say. He had all the, what I'm saying? That's all he can do is spit them lies and that love to you because he can't touch you. And I didn't want no man on me, but I just enjoyed talking to him, falling asleep on the phone with him. And it just became a friendship. Now, I did look out for him when he got out, but when he got out, that nigga was so crazy. He took me from myself. I was doing phlebotomy. And I had a nice, calm life. But when that fool got out of jail, I lost my damn mind. Because I had the money and I had the time. I'm telling you, he had me going from Mississippi to New Orleans like in a night time. I told my daughter I had left the baby with her. She called me on the phone. She said, Mom, you been gone 3 days. She said, you been gone 3 days. I told him, I said, you literally can't expect me to let you take me this fast, this length of time, because you trying to live your whole life, baby, in a week. You can't do that. I gotta go home.
Trying to go
but I had a ball with him. I had a ball with him. And he was trying to do good, but he was a womanizer, honey. He had 100 women. And I said, you gotta go. You good.
But I dealt with, He done right for 2 weeks. That was it. Then, oh my God. And that's why I tell my nieces, quit meeting these motherfuckers in jail.
Yeah,
Telling you these dreams. I'm going to do this and I'm going to be the man you deserve and I want to be a father figure. Quit listening to jailhouse lies because
Charlie, give me the address. Me the damn address.
They gonna get that boot hole to spread it deep and wide.
They ain't got nothing time on their hand. They put their jailhouse lies together. They got their jailhouse. They send you, they write you the whole Holy Bible. There's the whole Holy Bible in the letter they done sent you. They quoting scriptures. Oh,
stuff like that. Let me say stuff like that. Just stuff like that draw me though, because he quoting.
I don't got to do it in jail. Baby, Jeremiah 29:11. You look at you.
Guess what? I done fell out until that nigga asked me for a green dot, and I hit him with a scripture. He will supply all your needs.
According to his riches and glory.
Look over to
you open the letter. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Look, knock and it will be given to you, seeking you shall find. Nigga, you ain't knocked on the door. You ain't knocking loud enough.
Yeah. They up real pretty. Them lies
I can't see no money. I can do everything, but listen, I can do everything but send my money. I swear, I can write them a letter. I can send a call. Like I said, John 3:16. I can write him a letter, girl. Well, that's for God so loved the world, he gave his
I always say he ain't give him no money. He gave him soul.
Yeah. Yeah, so
he ain't give no damn money. Listen, I am not the ride chief. You go to prison with me, you gone. I ain't gonna be doing no time with you like that.
And you know what else?
What?
If he went to prison 20 years ago, I will not date a felon because no, I don't want to. If not knowingly, now it'll be a different story if I'm with somebody and something go down and then they end up getting caught up and I'm supporting them. But if I meet a nigga and just like when I met my husband, honey, I told Google up, I paid money for findpeople.com. I went on every system I could to make sure. I went to the state of Florida where he was born at. I went to the state of Florida where he had spent some years. I went to the state of Washington State where he had lived. I Googled, I put all kind of stuff in there because I said, if anything pop up to say a felon, goodbye. I ain't doing it. Peace out.
I ain't gonna go through all them changes. You can't get no apartment and nothing in your name. You got to do the second chance.
I got to do everything.
Yeah. Look, this is what I want to talk about. Because we're going to try to be on here an hour. We got like 14, 15 more minutes.
Okay.
Well, 18 more minutes. So look, friendship.
Okay, I'm finna whoop you in a few minutes.
I want to talk about friendship. I want to talk about, and I also want to talk about when you're in a relationship, when you're in a relationship, things that you may not like in a relationship that bothers you, and how should you go about okay, so say if you with somebody and they fart on you, right? or they fart around you or something, right? And you don't like that type of shit because that ain't just the type of shit that you like. You don't like nobody farting around you, and you don't like nobody, fart on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, get up and take your ass over there and do that. Say if you tell your friend, you be like, friend, don't be doing that shit. I don't like that shit. And then your friend get a whole attitude with you about it. Do you think that if you call somebody out on some shit, say, and maybe it might be more than one thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? And if you call them out on their shit, should you not, if you see your friend doing like a whole bunch of dumb shit, should you not call them out on their shit to keep down confusion? Or should you say, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. Don't do that and get that extent.
Like it, and then the friend's supposed to respect it. The friend's supposed to respect it and they value the friendship. And when I'm telling you that's bothering me and that I don't like it, whether you think it's petty or not, just please don't do it because this is how it make me feel. Then I should be able to respect that. And if I can't respect that, then I'm not respecting your wishes and I'm not respecting you as a person or individual. And I don't see no value to you. So then, yeah, you're supposed to value the person.
Kenyandra, were you using that fart just as a scenario, or you were meaning literally? Because what I'm getting at is that
I'm getting so literally, right? So I had this friend one time.
That's just like it was saying my thoughts like you shitting on me, like I'm shitting on you. If the fuck
right. So I had this friend, right, and she used to just fart around me, right, and I felt like it was so. Some people think it's funny. Me, I find it fucking disrespectful, especially when it comes from a woman, right? I feel like it's totally disrespectful. If you and your mate or you and your man or whatever y'all do that, but for me, I feel like it's totally disrespectful. I feel like it's so unladylike. And I feel like it's very unattractive, right? And so when I brought it to her attention, she got offended by it because I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it. Ain't cute to me. I don't like shit like that, right? So we fell out. We literally, this is the dumbest shit. We literally had fell out because I said something about I don't like you doing that around me. Don't do that around me. So when I said that, they literally went from 0 to 100. They literally went from you're not a good friend. You are you're good at two shoes. You're self-righteous. You're all these things. All because if you're gonna be let me tell you, all this ratchet shit I do online, because you know me in person in life for real. I don't do unladylike shit. I don't. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And when I'm in public, I carry myself like a woman. When I'm around, Kenyandra had to be. The Kenyandra never smelled my fart, and we've been friends for almost 20 years because I did just certain stuff that I don't do.
Right.
So I'm trying to see. I think it's right. Look, London. That's how I feel. I feel like if you can fall out with somebody for something so small and for something that they don't like, and they tell you about it, and you want to fall out about it, you couldn't have valued the friendship.
Right. Well, I think that if you told her that and you told her how you felt about it, y'all should have been able to talk about it and be done with it, and she should be able. Now,
when we did talk about it, she laughed about it. She like it was even because the thing about it is I'm disgusted by it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So say you disgusted by something that somebody do, and then they laugh about it.
Yeah. And if she have any medical conditions such as
she had
like diverticulitis, where sometimes you're hurting, but she can still excuse herself. If she know that offends you, she can say, "Let me step away. Let me step to the door. Or let me step to the next room." Or
that's just like the pettiest shit to fall out with, though. Like,
but you know it's true though,
right?
You know.
That's petty to fall out with, and we shouldn't
what about when you have people that call themselves your friend, right? And every time you have a disagreement, the first thing they go to is, well, we don't have to even talk anymore. We don't even have to talk anymore. We ain't even got to be friends no more. You don't got to talk to me no more after this. What do you feel about people that always, when they're in the wrong and when you're on their ass about shit, the first thing that they want to do is kick the friendship to the curb because they can't handle the
Well, you know what? I think they already wanted to kick it to the curb, and they waiting on a reason because they secretly hating, or they secretly something within you, either whether it's because I had a girl hating on me, and it wasn't because of nothing I had. She hated on me because of my personality.
Baby, oh Lord, I get that all the time. It's just my personality.
On the job, everybody loved LaTanya, and everybody loved to be around LaTanya. And she was hating on me because of my personality. She would even try to mimic my personality, and it wouldn't even come off right. And I could see her trying, and I'd be thinking, wow. So sometimes if you got a person like that, it's something that they already got a problem with, that they ain't got the balls to tell you that, but they waiting on the reason to fall out so they can be, because they, whether it's whatever it may be, whether it's the way you look, whether it's built, whether it's what you got, or whether it's just simply your personality, they got an issue. If it's that easy to say, we don't have to talk no more, like I got a good girlfriend here. We have a run in every now and then, that we may disagree, and it's never, it ain't never nothing too big, but sometimes we don't see eye to eye on a certain conversation, and I may say, no, I don't agree, and she may say, well, it's this way. We may disagree or whatever, but it ain't never, no, we ain't never got to, we disagree for the moment, and tomorrow we cool.
Right.
Carrying it over for 30 days, but we have, I think, during our whole friendship, we've been friends about 13 years, and during our whole friendship, I think we may have been really upset with each other, maybe once or twice, that we were really upset, and even being upset with each other, a couple of days blew by, and we were back to normal. We didn't carry it over to the next day. And
right.
I don't ever want to talk to you again. So to me, and it's because I love her and she loved me. So
right.
I think that if this person is saying that she really don't love you, maybe she, around you for whatever reason she around you. But if someone is that quick and easy to say, we don't have to talk no more, then they got an issue. And if I were you, we wouldn't talk no more.
Right.
I'm gonna say this. I've been on both sides of the friend side. I got one friend that I was going through a lot in my life at the time. I wasn't myself. My thoughts weren't my thoughts for real, like the right thoughts. And my perception of everything somebody said or did to me was a bad perception. It was misconcepted, and I just was not a good friend at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't good to myself or to no one. And I ended up actually losing a good friend because I couldn't see me. You know what I'm saying? I was so big on me. And even when my friend used to tell me, okay, friend, she always, she wanted to keep it, not cuss me out or whatever, but she would just be like, okay, friend, okay. And then she would end it. She wouldn't even want to answer the phone when I called nothing, but I would always know I messed up and I call like, you know what, I'm sorry to do, but I've done it so many times and just took it for, lightly. To now my friend that I love with all my heart, because I promised her mama on her deathbed that I would always be her friend and look after her because I was the same age but more mature, had experienced more, not mature, but had experienced more than she had experienced because she was spoiled and sheltered. I was grown at 17. Right. So it's like her mom was like, Kendra, you're a good friend. I love you. Her mom even let me live there before, just, whatever. But I ran my good friend off because I took it for, and right now, she still talks to my daughter. She deal with my daughter. And I check on her from time to time. But, like just what I miss, the everyday, just the laughter, the hanging out. Just we had our own language. Like me and Keandra, we had our own language. I mean, we just clicked well, but I took it for granted. And now my friend, like, you know what? F you, I'm not coming back. You don't deserve me as a friend. And I'm good. I love you because I'm still keep in touch with your child. But other than that, man, you ain't finna kick it. It hurt me, but guess what? I'm grown. I'm a woman. It's all good. I got friends on here on that. I'm good. It's okay, but I do miss my friend.
Yeah, well,
but it was my fault. I ran to my friend.
I feel like that. I'm a good friend to my friends. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect friend, but I think I'm a pretty good friend to my friends, and that's why when I feel betrayal, my tolerance.
Once you betray me, the friendship ain't gonna go.
And when I feel that certain betrayal, I feel like you're not in my corner, like I'm in yours. Because let me back up a little quick. What the question I asked you a while ago? The same friend that I'm talking about, she is, which country? I'm sorry, country. Which state? She's Puerto Rican. Right. And we were really good friends, and she's a Trump supporter. So I just feel a certain type of way. But my point is that she was married to a white man. So her son is mixed with Puerto Rican and white, which with them two together, he looks like a white boy. But her son was being shown racism at the gym. The black boys would never put him on their team because they thinking he white, he can't play. And he go to the gym to play, and he's always sitting on the side. And she came to me to talk about it, and she said, LaTanya, it hurts my feelings because, buddy, I feel so bad for him. You know what I did? I sent my son. My son plays basketball. I sent my son, who plays basketball and who plays well, and I sent him to that gym that my son don't even go to. I said, you go there and you go with Buddy and you play with him and you pick him on your team. That's what I call a friend. And so I felt like when your son was being shown a form of racism, I sided with you. I told you that ain't right. And I said, that ain't right. They were black boys, and I don't care what color they were. I said, it's not right. And I sent my son to that boys' gym several times, and I said, go to the gym where Buddy play at, put him on your team, and maybe they'll see, because the boy could play.
That's because you was taught love. Them folks be taught hate.
Yeah, and
See, it's
see,
different. Hey, it's talk. You talk love because you sent your own boy over there to go do that, but they ain't finna send nobody for arbitrary. They don't give a damn what. Don't go get
yeah, and my point was
nobody
that
for arbitrary to
maybe
help you
they
play with them.
playing because he could play. He just wouldn't get an opportunity because they was thinking, oh, he white. And he was always sitting on the side. So my point was, I did that for you.
Right.
I love you and I love your son. And I didn't like him being shown racism. But then when it's on the other foot, you side with Trump and you make it. And my thing was, she kept making excuses for everything he do. Oh, that's the fake media. That's the fake media. He's like, and I said, he's racist. Or I don't think he's racist. That's the fake media. I said, are you crazy? So my point is that I feel like I went all out for you. I pulled my son in it and I looked out for you. And then now, to me, and you ain't even got no business, so you can't say Trump helped you with your business. You simply keep supporting and making excuses for him. And no matter what he do, she makes an excuse for him. And I feel some type of way. And see, I'm the kind of person, I can't fake it. I can't get around it. I can't fake it. If I'm feeling a certain type of way, it's gonna come out.
Right.
I have been a little distant, and like I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do love her, and my love don't turn off like a switch. Like, okay, because you're mad with her, you don't love her. And a couple times, I kind of like, maybe I should sit down and talk to her. Maybe,
That's what y'all need to do.
and then a part of me is like, fuck no.
I think that you should look at the friendship that you guys have had versus this moment in time. You know, this is one moment in time versus the years of friendship, you know, that you guys have had. I don't think that you should let this moment define your whole entire friendship.
Right.
That's your friend. So you need to have a conversation with your friend, like a real conversation. Like, look, honey, I don't like that you like that shit or you support that shit. Not with a smile, neither. You know what I'm saying?
Don't put a smile.
Don't
I think that you should talk to her before you just completely give up on her. Because if you felt that strongly about her to send your son, it's something special there. It's something that made you love her. And I don't think that you should just give up on it just because you don't like that she liked the president.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, my husband didn't even know her son like that. I had my husband to go pick her son up from the basketball practice and drop him at home. I had my son go pick him up and take him to school. So
so the love that you have for her is deeper than Trump.
Yeah, right. But I guess I'm thinking the betrayal because look what I did for you. For that moment in time for you, I went to action for you, not against you.
And that's not to say that she wouldn't do the same thing for you just because she liked Trump.
Yeah, but I feel your action went against because
one thing about it,
personal. You taking it personal, and you can't take personal who she chooses to vote for. That's her choice, and she get to choose who to vote for. You get to look at your friend, and you get to look at what your friend has shown you she has been throughout the years, and you can't let this moment. We ain't gonna even be talking about Trump in a few years. Ain't nobody gonna be studying Trump. This is a moment in time.
Yeah, but what about if your support for Trump may be showing me who you really are? How do I know? You know, her support for Trump may be showing me who she is.
What besides her support for Trump, what has she shown you as a friend?
I mean, like I said before this Trump situation, we were cool. I thought I took her as a good friend, but my thing would be when it came to that, and when I told you like he's racist though, and you know, I look at it that I'm black and he's racist. To me, I feel like you're saying shit on you. I don't care. That's the way I take it because I'm black. I'm your black friend, and I feel like if anything, stay neutral. Even if you support Trump, but don't fight for him and tell me why.
Right.
Don't tell me why he's so great, and don't tell me he's not racist. Don't sit here and go back and forth with me on debate me about it. Leave it alone and don't even discuss it with me and leave it alone because I've told her on a couple of occasions we shouldn't discuss it. And then next thing you know, we discussing it. And then she want to throw up to her other black friend that they can agree to disagree or whatever. And I told her, I'm a black woman and Trump is racist. I said, so to me, a support saying shit on you. That's the way I see it. But like I said, I can't be fake and act like it never happened because it bothers me.
Right.
It really does.
That's what I think y'all need to do though. You before you just completely just cut her out your life, have a real conversation and see how she feel about it. And maybe y'all can come to the agreement, you know, look, I ain't gonna talk about Trump. I ain't gonna be up under your post when you talk about Biden or whoever it is that you fuck. we're gonna agree to respect each other's political views and not have relationship.
My friend, I got Muslim friends. I'm a Christian all day. I got Muslim friends. We don't even discuss God. When she say Allah, whoever she praying to and speaking in Arabic, guess what? I'm all for you speaking to God. That's on you. I ain't saying it don't work. I ain't saying it ain't good. I just let you be with you, and I be who I pray to. We don't even do religion with each other because she know, who I believe in. And she got her knowledge and thoughts about it. I know who she believe in. I got my knowledge and my thoughts about it. So therefore, we don't discuss religion because I'm not gonna step on her toes and she's not gonna step on mine. You know what I'm saying? We respect each other in that way. It's just like politicians. Who I am, yes. It's just like who I believe in. I voted for Hillary and I voted for Trump. I ain't gonna lie, I voted for Trump. The reason why? Because Trump wasn't giving that money to us. Right now, these black folks ain't live like this in a minute. All this unemployment, they get more unemployment than they did ever worked on a job.
What money Trump giving us?
He do it with the pandemic. The way he signed them bills for the pandemic, gave us some $2,000 and the $600 a week and the free food stamps and all that stuff.
Trump didn't do the first package. He only came and did this last $2,000 just for that reason, for black people to jump for the money. Trump didn't have nothing to do with that first package.
We jump for the money, but see, I'm gonna show you something too. See, Trump, they just not signed the stimulus bill after we voted for the president. If Trump was just if it was just about the money situation with him, then he would have tried to win us over with money. He would have wrote the stimulus, signed the stimulus package before he got, before everything went out. He would have did it, but they waited until people voted, then they did the stimulus package. It wasn't about the
He did the $2,000 just so he could be a problem. He did that to be a problem. Trump ain't did that $2,000 because he loved us so much he wanted to have. Trump don't give a damn about it. Trump did that $2,000 just to make rigmarole, just to fight with somebody because he liked to fight. Trump ain't did nothing. He could never get married. Trump ain't SHIT on the stick.
Yeah, but we benefit. I'm saying, get up out of there, close that door.
And he ain't gave us nothing. He ain't gave us nothing. Taxpayers. He ain't gave us nothing. We taxpayers.
I'm saying, listen, this all I'm saying. Since he been in office, the American people been winning some.
In this situation, go ahead.
We have a little money. We've been getting to the money, and
I don't know ain't nothing changed in my financial life with Trump in office. Nothing. Nothing.
Well, I'm gonna say this. It was different stipulations on the money now because I don't get all that unemployment. I'm on fixed income, so they don't give me none of that extra. But
people still get unemployment during the pandemic. But people still get unemployment during the pandemic because if they out of their job, unemployment been around for hundreds of years. So they do their unemployment. Trump ain't did nothing special for nobody. The senators and the House, they voted on this stuff, but Trump didn't do no magic bill to say, give y'all this. And let me tell you, when Trump came in office, I saw $25 extra on my paycheck. But guess what? At income tax time, I paid back more money than I ever paid back. That's why I don't understand when people say they get money with Trump. I ain't got shit with Trump.
That's why I said it's stipulations. That's why I'm telling you it's just stipulations. I know people that have been in this, that had stock and bonds and got stock, and these folks the won because they got stock. When Trump got in office, everything went up. Gas went down, and all the stock market went to getting checks, baby. The interest and stuff, them folks went to selling and buying stock left and right. This because of the white folks I deal with. I'm black, I ain't got no damn stock. So I didn't get no check. But them folks did.
Trump knew that. How many of us is in the stocks? He taking care of white folks. How many of us are really know about stocks and are really into stocks?
But that's our fault. But that's our fault because we can learn about what we want to learn about.
He knows it though. He knows it. He's trying to help us.
Okay, but guess what? But that's okay because if you had stock, you won. Whether you were black or white. If you had time share, all that stuff was going
down. But a lot of times we as black people don't even get the opportunities to get into stock like a lot of people. We don't have enough money to buy into it because we've always been given the lowest paying jobs. You're going to put a white person beside a black person. Who going to get the best job? The white person. So what I'm getting at is that we don't have the same opportunities. Trump is worried about rich people. He don't give a damn, but he gave us a few pennies to get in our heads like he have gotten in a lot of
But that's what I was just going to say. No, I was just going to say, and this not taking up for Trump because I don't like him because his mouth's too smart for me, but I did vote for the money. Even though the rich people are reaping from it, you know, being a black middle class woman, you have to know how to get your piece of the pie. You gotta know how to get yours. Just cause they got it don't mean I ain't finna eat off of it.
No, but I'm saying he giving
I
them
mean, I got the little $2,000, but guess what? If I go work with her on some other things, I'm gonna get some of that Trump check too. And that's why I was speaking about the white lady that I deal with. She got Trump checks. I saw the checks come in the mail, and that was her nickname for them, Trump checks. She got stock. She taught me about stock. I looked on them and read little bit, but I'm saying when she got them $2,000-$3,000, guess what? I did a party for it, and I got 700 of it.
Yeah, well, he giving he giving the rich people the biggest tax breaks, and he don't give a damn about the middle class and the low class. The reason I'm Democratic because I care about the low class. I'm middle class.
I'm middle class.
But I care about the low class. I care about people who living from paycheck to paycheck. I care about people who need food stamps. I don't care that my tax dollar help people with food stamps. There are people beating the system. There are people that don't deserve it. There are people that could be out there working, but I don't think the good should have to suffer with the bad. I think there are people who need it, and I think everybody.
That's the way of the world. You got to get your feelings off of it. You see, you thinking with your heart and your feelings. You got to think about how it's going now. See, I'm numb to everything that's going on in the world right now. I don't feel for none of it. If it's sad, it's sad. If it's good, it's good. That's just how I'm rolling with it. I ain't gonna take it personal.
If you was in that position, wouldn't you want somebody to have a little heart for you?
Yeah, but but guess what? When you get in that position, sometimes you can have that heart, and the people that you got the heart for can eat you all up, and you ain't got that no more. Your position gone.
I guess my heart come from. I know where my blessings come from. I look at that. If I do the right thing by other people, they don't have to do the right thing by me, but God gonna look after me like He has done so long. Because I was telling my husband just the other day, I said, baby, we're blessed. Me and my husband went to breakfast the other morning, and God just laid on my spirit. I tipped the waitress more than our meal cost. I tipped her way more than what our meal cost. And I told my husband, I said, it was just laid on my heart I don't know what kind of day she's having, but I know with the pandemic going on, every other table is blocked off, which means she's getting less business, which means a lot of people probably are not going out to eat. So my thing is that I've always been a giver. I've always been a person that if I saw somebody in need and I'm able to, and I'm in a position to help them, I've always been someone that wanted to help. And I guess that's why I feel like I do. And like I told Kenyandra one time before, I grew up very poor. And so I went to school. I made sure I went to school and put something behind my name that the rest of my life didn't have to be like my childhood was. And so because I can look back and look back on the way I grew up and look back on how bad I wanted things that I couldn't have. So that's why I'm so eager to, and I'm so okay to give and look out for other people. And that's why I think my heart I have a big heart. So my heart is in it and it's out of my control. I can't take my heart out of it. I'm
not saying don't take the heart out of it. I'm just saying sometimes, and I'm a giving person. Keandra know me. Keandra know I've sheltered someone in my home every year. I've had a home. And I'm talking about I'm a giver. I got children right now that don't belong to me. I'm raising babies. Starting off, my daughter is grown. So when you speak of somebody with a heart, I know I got a heart. Yeah. But I'm just saying, with times now, you can't think with everything with your heart. Sometimes their heart is evil and deceitful, and it'll blind you. Because guess what?
How do you take it? How do you take it out, though? How do you not?
I'm going to show you how you take it out. I'm going to show you how you take it out. This how you gonna get it out, because I had to do it. The thing about it, whenever you continue to think with your heart, you can always be hindering people. You can be hurting people, because when I say hindering, I just take care of people. Me and my husband had good money. We was always the ones to lend. We didn't have to borrow. And when we did have to borrow, we had very few that we could borrow from. But I'm just saying, you have to know when to lend. You have to know when to help, know when to reach out.
Now I'm a giving person, but I ain't no damn fool. I ain't nobody.
Okay, that's my point exactly. But sometimes, you can be. Sometimes
I know where to cut it off at. I know when I'm being used. Now I know when to say, okay, cut it off. Enough is enough. I do know that. Saying overall, I think that the welfare system and the food stamp situation has been put in place. I'm glad it's there for those. I'm glad for those that and the Section 8 system. I'm glad it's there for those that need it, because look at the homeless population now, and that's with these things in place. Just think
we've been homeless. I done been homeless before, baby. But
We
I had baby, I done been homeless. And guess what? It wasn't no fun thing to be homeless either. And guess what? I graduated from the homeless shelter. I put my cap and gown on in high school. Did I not, friend? I put my cap and gown on to walk across the stage, living in a homeless shelter. When I went to the prom, my 12th grade year, I went in a limousine with a bad Chinese inspired dress on and had chopsticks in my hair and went back to the damn shelter when I had my prom. So when they talk about poverty and poor, I was determined to climb out of it. I did not want my child to have that type of lifestyle. So guess what? I came out of it. It's no excuse. It's what you want to do with yourself.
And I agree that people should people should use the system as a stepping stone. Some people use it to retire, but I think you should use it as a stepping stone. Like with my mom, we grew up on welfare, food stamps, 1-bedroom apartment, sleeping packed like sardines, 2 bunk beds stacked where we slept like sardines, but my mom always instilled in us to go to school. She pushed all of us, and out of 8 siblings, everybody except 2 either college educated or trade school educated, because my mother pushed that in us. She didn't make us feel like
I got 3 or 4 trades too.
Now she didn't make us feel like now go get leave here and go get you a project because that's the way you grew up our life. None of us ever as adults, none of us never depended on the system as adults, but coming as children, we grew up on food stamp, the box of free cheese that you go get and the free peanut butter and the free cheese that the government give out. There's sometimes if we didn't have a grilled cheese sandwich that morning, we wouldn't have had breakfast. We ate plenty of rice and chicken backs. I grew up very poor, so I guess
we weren't poor, but when I used to go to my aunt's house, she'll cook beans and have 1 piece of meat in the pot. I thought we were poor. She was just selfish. She put 1 piece of meat in the pot, and that's for her. And when we go,
I grew up very poor. When we got a brand new outfit, we were excited because all of our clothes.
My grandma sold our stuff. We used to have on patterns. She sold quilts. My grandma bought a G's bed from Selma, Alabama. And baby, when I tell you she sold quilts, your outfit might match your cover on your bed and curtains and and
everything. Everything we wore from the Goodwill or the Salvation Army, and whenever we got lucky enough to get a new outfit with tags on it, we would try it on 9 times through the summer before school started because we got something new, and we go put it on, look in the mirror, take it off the next day, try it on. We couldn't wait to school start to wear them new clothes because we didn't get new clothes because my mother was a single mother with 8 children. She left.
My mom was a single mom with 2 children, and she turned into a damn booster. She used to go steal clothes. We was sharp as hell, I ain't gonna lie. We had on all the name brand stuff. Every time you see something, we were Levi's and Guess and Bardo and Hilfiger and Polo.
My father was physically abusive, so my mother had no choice but to leave. And when she left, we struggled and we struggled and we struggled. And like I said, we ate chicken and rice every day, boiled chicken and rice, fried chicken with rice and gravy, baked chicken. And it wasn't just chicken, it was the backs, chicken backs. Because you could just get
had no meat on.
Yeah, you get a big old plastic bag full for like $1 and something. And my mama had a freezer loaded with chicken backs, and we get about 3 backs because there wasn't no meat on it. And
right.
3 backs, we get a little meat from up under there, that little back part with that little piece
chicken
of meat.
Back good though. That chicken back good, especially when you fry hard. It's good.
Yeah, my mama used to fry crispy. She used to fry
it's all right.
Yeah, and chew the bones with it. So I guess I grew up that way. That I guess that's why I feel the way I do about. I'm glad that system was in place for us, and I want it to be in place for other people, and I hope it's always around. In years to come, I hope there's people that can always be able to get some type of help with food stamps and Medicare and medical. I hope people always can get that help because we need it. I know some people abuse it, but we needed it.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna talk about our last thing, then we got to get off here. We're 1 hour and 13 minutes in. I just been sitting back just listening to y'all. I ain't really,
Yeah.
It's our show. I
just love her energy because like it's good to have a person that can think outside the box and think in the box. You know what I'm saying? Like
for themselves.
Yeah.
Right. And I like the fact that she's soft. I like the fact that she's soft because see, I done got hard. The world done made me cold. And see, you just made me feel a little bit tonight. And I appreciate it. You made me feel a little bit tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, okay, people, and just whatever. Just get in my little bump and do my thing. But you made me feel sorry for people again because I feel like, look, go talk to the Lord.
Right.
Just call him. Don't call me.
Okay, so the last thing we're gonna talk about this subject right here. How important do you think friendships? Because me and Constance, we battle about this. I want to see what other people opinions are about it.
Okay.
How important do you think it is that you are friends on social media with your friends, even though you're friends in real life? Like some people think that social media is important, right? And they feel like if we're not friends on social media, we ain't friends, or we ain't friends on social media. We got to have a problem, or this or this or that. So how do you, I don't think that it's important. I block a motherfucker I block somebody so fast. You're not mama, daddy, brothers, uncles, and I block everybody. I don't care. Mm-hmm. So how do you base? I guess I'm trying to ask you this: are your friendships, or the genuineness, if that's a word, if it ain't no word, it's my goddamn word, of your friendship? Do you feel like social media should dictate your friendship or how real your friendship is?
No, and let me say this, I hope Constance is not. Well, I hope she is listening then, and it's all love. It's all coming from a place of love. If she is listening, I ain't gonna say I hope she's not listening. I'm gonna keep it real, and I hope she's
real. That's no time about Constance.
Oh, real, period.
And but I think that because you have a platform, and so I think Constance want to feel a part of, like, she is Kenyandra and I'm her close friend. I'm close to her. Y'all see me with her. Y'all. I think she have that need, and I think after what Hammy did to her, and I think she have that need to feel included, a part of you. But Constance, it's okay. Kenyandra, I can tell she loves you. So it's okay not to be a part of her platform all the time. It's okay not to feel like she got to mention you, because she loves you, and all that matters that y'all got a loving friendship and y'all love one another. But I think that because she got a platform, that kind of probably makes her want to be more on the scene.
Well, tell the only reason why I get invited on the shows is because we've been doing this. This has been our dream to do this together for a while. And, we have worked together on other business adventures that she has had. Like, she had her own band before, and I was the comedian. I opened up for her shows, but she pulled me in on it because I had that personality for her. It's the vision I have for myself. It's the vision I have for her. I support her on her vision. So, therefore, I come a little lately regular, you know what I'm saying? She invited me to different things, but I want to see her grow. If I have to stand in the back and clap without being seen behind the curtains, put me down. It's the same as me standing up here having a voice in the opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's the same. I'm a root from the back and from the front, and I don't have to follow her page. I don't follow every day. But guess what? I do click in when I miss my friend, or when I need a good laugh, or when I want to be a part of what y'all got going on. I'm clicking in, I'm looking, but I don't have to follow her page. I'll sure have to follow mine. They don't dictate my friendship for her of what we gonna do.
And even following the page is okay. Even if Constance want to follow her page, it's okay. But don't feel like it makes you less than a friend to her because you're not on her platform. And I'm sure she probably discussed with you why you're not on there more, or why. Whatever reason your question is, I'm sure Kenyandra probably done already talked to her about it, but except that you got a genuine friendship with someone who loves you, who they like you. She
actually got the best. She actually got the best seat in the house because my dog, who she right there with my dog. Like, well, how close do you want to be? Like,
and really don't nobody else have access to me like that.
Right. There's nowhere else you can go unless you go sit on my goddamn lap.
Don't put so much emphasis on. don't put so much emphasis on social media and put the emphasis on a genuine friendship. Don't
Right.
put all this on social media because it makes it look like that you're in it because you want to be a part of this social media thing, because especially when it coming from, because you know she used to open up for Hammy.
Y'all gotta be kidding me. See, I didn't know that. That won't set off
You know when her and Hammy, when Hammy had a little bunch of rock come on the stage and dance, Constance be wiggling that little ass. Yeah, Constance used to be wiggling that little ass.
Before God, when I see the first time I see Auntie Hammy, I just called my cousin like, God is a crackhead on Facebook. All kind of guns, and if this ain't you, because I told y'all,
everybody watching her cooch.
let go, and it was little too in peace.
Those things. But
Little drive on, little pee on, little drives going. It's a 22. Pew, pew, pew.
right.
And Constance used to open up. When you say Constance used to open up for her. No wonder she feel like she feel chaotic because she really excited because your shit way popping than what her having them had going on. So and friends like, I see why she like that.
But you know, I don't like that shit.
I know, come on in, cousins. Come on in. You got to come back. Bring it back, Constance. You got the best tea in the house. Bring it back. Because I miss it outside of her doing the show.
Seriously, it's all love, but it is all love. I know we laughing, but we ain't picking at you. It's all love. But seriously,
Yeah,
I
that's my dog now.
Let me tell you. So if I get, let's say, because I mean, y'all seen the interview and y'all know that sometimes, you know, our roles reverse, and I feel like I'm the oldest because I feel like I have to check her about a lot of stuff because she got a lot of growing up to do. So and so if I get pissed, you know, I'm the type, you know, when I get mad, I don't want to see nothing you do. Don't call me, no nothing. I don't want to see nothing you do. So my first thing is to block, because I don't want you come across my timeline. I don't want to see that. I don't want you on my shit. You know what I'm saying? None of that. That don't mean I hate you. That just mean in this moment. I
need my mom.
She takes that and internalizes that as people gonna notice that we ain't following each other no more. I said, who do you think take the time to check your page to see if me and you friends on Facebook? Nobody.
Why does it matter?
That's what I be saying, Tonya. Why does it even matter? It shouldn't matter, because guess what? I'm leaving right now, sitting in your living room.
Because she need a sense of belonging, and I think she need a sense of belonging with internet famous people. If after Hammy, it's almost like, because you know when all that stuff happened with when you first fell out with Hammy about your clothes and all that stuff, and the minute when you learned who Constance was, and out of everybody, it was Verlene. You call her Verdale.
Verdale.
But Verlene and several of us that was in that had started following you, because the way I started following you was when Hammy showed the cash app that she sent you for your clothes, and then I ran and looked at the cash app, and then I went and found you. And
look at me, what?
I'll be a nosy. So I said, can Kenyandra? It wasn't Speaks, it was something else.
Things.
Right. And I ran to your page and I clicked it. So I started. So my point is, out of all of us that Constance could have clinged to, she clinged to someone that also had a platform. Because a lot of us was in her corner saying, "Oh, that's bad. She beat you up like that." You know, a lot of us was showing her concern, but she kind of took which is fine. You know, she took the clean. But I kind of feel like some of it was because you also have a platform. Because now I got somebody else with a platform, and it's kind of like you said, she got some growing up to do. That shouldn't be important. Friendship, a genuine friendship should be the only thing that's important. That is genuine. Yeah.
Right. We like I was talking to the Kendra today. Me and the Kendra has almost a 20-year friendship, and we had cussed each other out down to the flow, mad. And the next day, it was just like it ain't even happened because she is my real friend. Our friendship is not based on certain things. I accept her for who she is. Shut up. She lying. The stuff I don't like, she know that I don't like that she do. She's been very verbal about me over the years. And we took it, and and we made, I know not to do that around her. She know not to do that around me. We don't like that on me, and I'm gonna stop doing what I do, but I'm gonna respect her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's like the thing in like friendships that I be having. I said new.
That's because I'm not looking for nothing from you. It's nothing that you got that I want. It's like everything that you got that I think I want, I'm gonna pull it out of you. I'm gonna pull it because I'm gonna learn from you. I'm gonna pull it because I'm inspired by you. Like, I'm not trying to get your shine. I don't need your shine. I just need your light to shine on me. I don't need your personal shine. I can do my own. You know what I'm saying? I just need you to shine a little light. Give me a little hand up or a little kind word. I'm good. Just come on, keep me encouraged. If that's good. You know what I'm saying?
When I see my friends being blessed and blossoming, I'm happy for them because I know God's still in the blessing business. My day coming.
Keandra recorded a song in my living room. We probably was about 19 years old. She recorded some music in my living room. And when I tell you I bumped her music straight out the living room, the way it sounded, nothing, and it sounded good. I loved it. I seen the vision. It was just, it was original, you know what I'm saying? And I love to see her win. The place she going now, I know she ain't through. The people that she meet, I know God sending them. And the people that's against her, because guess what? One thing about her, she got a personality for this, and she got a personality outside of this. See, I get the best of both worlds. And if you get to know her, one thing about it, she gonna pull you. Like every state she done been in, I done came right behind her. And I probably was chicken and wouldn't have went before her, but I sure made my business come behind her. Because she said, friend, you gonna win out here. Come, let's do this. Let me show you how I did it, and we did it. And it worked. Now, whenever I left, it was because I wanted to go back. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I made it. You know what I'm saying? And a person like that, they strong. You know what I'm saying? And you need strong people, in your pathway. You don't need weak folks. That's why I would teach you on.
I got a lot of friends that I look up to because I learn from them. Just like I've been wanting to get into, I've been wanting to learn more about stock markets because I don't know about it. Not that I can't buy into it, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make money in it. And I think I lose, but I have friends who are into it who I'm trying to learn from them. So I have friends that I admire where they are, and I feel like, wow, how did you get that? What did you do? Oh yeah, and I got girlfriends that put me on. Hey Tanya, I talked to this lady about that. You should call her, give her a call, and see what. So that's what friendships to be about, building each other up, and that's what
I was talking about. Go back to our friendship, all that stuff. Just knowing where you need to be at this specific time, who I need to be for you at this specific time, because sometimes your vision, I may not need to be working on what I see. I might need to be right here with you, supporting you, working on with you. So when you get to where you trying to go, I learn what it is I need. Now I'm finna go and take off too. That's how it should be. Not like I'm your friend to be an opportunist. Oh, I see Keandra got followed. I'm finna get on. I'm finna do this. No, not that. It's that my friend finna build her platform, finna get to where she want. By the time I get my children under control and my dog and stop smoking weed and get my health together, then I'm gonna be ready to do my own too. And whatever she know, I know she's finna tell me.
Just like the girl, the crayon case girl. They said it was 3 best friends who helped each other, and all 3 of them are millionaires now.
All of them millionaires.
All millionaires, but they was 3 best friends who put in the work for each other. Mm-hmm. They wanted to see each other make it. Nobody
each other. Yeah.
And now they said all 3 of the girls are millionaires.
That's why I said you got to know who to be at that moment, who you need me to be. You might just need me to hold the curve. You might just need me to hold the mic. You might just need me to hold the light. But guess what? I'm going to be who I need to be at this moment, because this might be your moment. And it might not be for me right now. My season might be next time. But this time it's for you, and I'm going to be right there. That's why I said I believe Constance is a great person. I love the fact. Yeah, I know it. I love the fact that she's another good friend to Keandra and the girls. It blessed me to see my friend with a friend that's good. You know what I'm saying? But change is for everybody, because ain't nobody perfect. Change for everybody. We all got to be respectful to each other. We got to grow with each other. And if I can't grow with you, you can't go with me.
Right.
I'm not going with you.
Stop taking
Or if you're consistently insecure about your place in a person's life. You know, I hate when I have this, not the cousins, but I hate having a friend in my life that I got to feel like I got to prove your place or keep reassuring you of your place in my life when I show you on a daily basis what your place is in my life. You know what I mean?
That person needs to know who they are. Be secure in who you are. Not just trying to
you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are yourself.
Because,
and guess what?
You know what? Because lots of times in life, positions change. Think, just for instance, I had a best friend who was my best friend. And I saw that with distance, I moved to Arizona. She lived in another state. And then there's another friend who is closer to her in the state. They started being more friends. And now I think they may be best friends. But you know what? I ain't mad at her because shit happens. She still love me. But I do feel like now that I might not be that best friend anymore, but I'm okay with that. I ain't walking around saying, I'm mad with you because you with her and you're not with me. I let it go as to it is what it is because life bring about changes in life. And I don't know what transpired between the two of them that may have brought them closer. And I'm all the way across country. We see each other once to twice a year. Sometimes
I don't know why you probably been elevated. You probably was elevated. She was probably gonna be the dead weight or the hindrance for your blessing. So she had to be dropped off. I don't believe in taking nobody with me that fall off. You fall off, bye.
Yeah, and
our friendship was seasonal.
We're still good friends, but I feel like I might not be the best friend anymore because somebody else is more so like, you know, like sometimes I talk to her on the phone and I'll say, hey girl, where you at? And she'll say, oh, I came down for the weekend with Sarah. I'm just making up a name just in case. And she'll say, oh, I came down for the weekend. I'm at Sarah's house. And then I may call another time and she may say, girl, Sarah came, her and her husband came up for the weekend. We out here cooking out. So I see that, you know, and then in the very beginning, I was kind of feeling like, oh, you know, because that was my best friend. But then I'm okay with it because she's still my friend. I still love her, but I do feel like that maybe this other person is spending a whole lot more time and
nurturing the friendship more.
But right. Get what? Sometimes the stuff I do with this friend, I ain't doing with that friend. So, and sometimes whatever level I'm on, this friend might be on that level all the time too. And we just vibing right now. Then I might get sick of anything, and I need to call this friend that's gonna pray for me. And I always got a kind word, and I always encouraging and just on the spiritual side, and just I might need to call her later. But right now, I'm with this friend that's gonna smoke this weed. Yeah. We finna dance and we finna have a good time. That's what we've been doing. Her husband playing cards, I'm playing cards, and we just been doing it. But now it ain't got nothing to say that I don't want you as my friend no more. Or I ain't studying you. It's just that right now in this moment, this who on my level. And if you got
I guess I say that to say I get in where I fit in. I still love her. I think she still loves me. But whatever happened with her and the other friend, if they are closer and they are best friends now, then it's okay. I don't think it was intentionally done. Like you done something to me and I'm not going to be your friend. I think it just evolved. It just revolved into that. So I get in where I fit in and I don't question her about where's my place in your life. I look at it as like I'm going, like I talked to her the other day. And when I go home this year, she was like, you got to come through here. So I already told her when I come home next year that I'm going to come and spend me and my husband the last couple of days in town. We're going to drive to her city and spend the last couple of days with her. So we still love each other, but you know, like I said, our friendship ain't as nurtured as the other one because I'm out here kind of doing where we don't talk like we used to talk a couple times a week. Now we may go a month or two without talking. And then when we talk 4-5 hours and catch up. Like we talked the other day, we talked like 4 hours. She was like, girl, we've been on the phone 4 hours. So I still love her. I know she still loves me, but I'm just saying, get in where you fit in and stop questioning. Like I would feel dumb to go to her and say, why are you always talking to Sarah? Why is Sarah spending the night with you? You know, y'all grown, we grown people. So
So y'all tolerate stuff like that.
You're talking about
the only person I can't bring around is my sister. My sister can't come around my friend because she gonna start some shit every time. But my friends,
she always been able to come around me.
Yeah, and then I got some that she just talk about so bad and be trying to whisper to me. Like, you can't do that. That's my friend for real. And I know she got stinking breath, but I ain't finna keep on saying it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I mean,
So
you sound like my sister. God, my sister, she's deceased now, but my sister, she was off the chain. She was the same way. You have to be careful because my sister, she didn't mind fighting. She was something else. She'll be the man. She didn't mind
yeah,
fighting.
see,
One day, girl, I had a birthday party at my house. She's sitting out there in the yard as my guest coming, and one of my guests came. The girl, she was a nurse at the hospital with me. Her and her boyfriend came. Guess what my sister said? Are y'all brothers and sisters? And the girl said no. She said, "Oh, I thought y'all was because y'all both got a big ass head alike."
you just insulting people.
It's so people. I was like, she said both of y'all got a big ass head alike, so I thought y'all were brothers and sisters, but they were a couple. So she don't mind whatever come up, come out. So I was the same way about her. You have to be careful. And then I warn people and say, don't pay my sister no mind now. Don't take it personal. This is who she is. She don't mean harm. She got a silly personality, but sometimes the silliness can be offensive, and she don't think it is. But then when somebody get offended, she ready to fight them.
Yeah, see, that's why you don't mix them together. I just don't do it. If I know my sister link with this person's personality, we gonna party. But if I feel like she gonna say something about him or she I just have to link together because I don't want to be a part of it. Period.
Yeah. So can I just answer your question? I don't feel like you should have to be validating where nobody is in your life. That sounded to me. I want validation where I am in my husband's life in a relationship. Right. I want to know where I know where I stand there because if there ever any questions, we got a problem. But my point is, should no girlfriend need no validation?
Right.
Period. Should no girlfriend need no type of validation? As long as we respect each other and we got a friendship, you shouldn't worry about where I stand and how close I'm out to you and is you closer to her than me. That's elementary stuff. I didn't even do that in grade school.
Childish. It's so childish.
I didn't even do that. I would say we did.
I ain't never did. I ain't never did.
I'll tell you something. Now, wait a minute. Now, I don't let all my friends in. I don't. I tell them, quick friend, don't bring them back around me. I'm telling them, I'm gonna get some shit started. Don't bring them back around me.
No,
yeah. I'm that friend that we on our time, we on our time. I'm extra added people because see, I'm a little bipolar at times. So a lot of people I can't see like you know, Keandra know me on a personal level. She know I can tolerate anybody, but if it's just something about your spirit that I don't like, I don't care if you did that to me or not. I'll tell my friend I don't want to be around her.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around.
I've always been the person that I'm always friends with the person that nobody else likes or nobody else can tolerate because I'm able to tolerate them and I'm able to overlook. Like I have a girlfriend who she brags a lot. And
I got one.
Because my sister, my other sister I'm talking about, she's deceased, the one that will raise hell all the time. But my other sister that lives in Georgia, I can't bring her around her because my sister get irritated with it, you know, because she has a big body Mercedes and then she have a two-seater Mercedes. And so when she get around the crowd, she like to say stuff like, girl, I had to drop the big body off to the shop today, girl. So I'm in the two-seater, you know. And so people don't want to be around them. Like, I don't understand how you be around, how you take her. But you know what? Me and her cool because to me, it go right over. And I'm like, I don't care. It go right over. So I have a lot of friends who nobody else like. And so it seems like, and I said, maybe God put me in their life because I tolerate them. But I have several friends who nobody else like, but I'm their friend. And they don't really have a lot of other friends because when she said, oh, for real, girl, you in the two-seater, go on, get your kudos and go on. You know, but it don't bother me personally. But I do have like my sister say, I don't feel like hearing that shit. Don't bring her around me. I don't feel like
That's me. I'll tell her, heartbeat, listen, baby, go park that, go sit in it. Go get in and let the damn windows up on yourself because I don't care that about it.
Right.
If I want to say, I gotta say, I want what I want.
Like my sister's funeral. When she came, everybody else parked on the street or whatever, but because of the car she had, she pulled up in the yard. Like, you know, I'm like, you ain't even immediate family, and you got, because I think she wanted people to see what she was driving. So my sister will look at me like, look at that shit. I can't stand. She going on my mouth, you know, and she irritate people. And then other girlfriends be like, I don't say how you deal with her. Don't nobody hear that bragging all the time. But I don't want to hear it, but I let it go over. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes I be like, but I don't let it get personally.
Not me. I no,
I let it kind of blow
Stop
over.
right there. The minute I'm tired of hearing it, you gonna know about it. I might crack it in a joke, but I'm still gonna say it. I might not just chop you down, but I'm gonna let you know. I'm sucking you in that damn car.
You don't want that. I'm worn out.
Pump your brakes, baby, with your car, honey. I'm tired of hearing about it. I know you struggling a bit with them car notes because you probably had your oil change since you got it. Get out of my ear.
Even to the point sometimes that she'll discuss her salary and you know, in front of people because she make good money and she'll discuss it in front of people. So it's things like that. And it irritates a lot of people. So it seems like I've always been the one who have the friends that nobody else will deal with. You know, like I worked at the hospital one time and it was just nobody liked her, but she loved me and I was always a friend. But a lot of people had
it's one or two things, Miss. It's one or two things. It could be she either be bragging that she got all this shit, or she could be just simply happy and just excited to have it and telling people about it because you never know where a motherfucker came from. And not saying it's you or your sister, but a lot of people that don't have this and not fortunate enough to get it would take it that you bragging so much when you really just got what you got and happy to have it. And you might have to take the big body to the shop today. You never know. You know what I'm saying? There's no conversation, but it could be that look, bitch, I'm still driving the truck.
And then some people are not secure in their own life and the stuff that they have accumulated and that they have, and they can feel less than when you talk about it. It makes them feel insecure.
And they feel intimidated by it. And I guess that's me because I feel like the accomplishments that I've made, I'm okay with them. I don't make the money that she makes, the friend that I'm talking about. I don't make the money that she makes, and I don't drive the car that she drives, and I don't have a 3,400 square feet house that she have, but I'm secure in what I've obtained, and I'm secure in what I have, so I'm not irritated by what she have, and I'm not what she has. It doesn't bother me because I'm secure in what I have, and I'm not like mad with her because I ain't got no 3,400 square feet house. I don't let it get to me because I feel like, you know, what's
comfortable in whatever you got,
right? And what's for me is for me. So I don't ever let it. It just doesn't. Not to say that sometimes I'm like, oh Lord, here we go. In my mind, I be thinking that, but I don't.
It don't vex you,
right, exactly. But sometimes I'm like, okay, here we go. You know, sometimes I'm on the phone. And I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I'm talking on the phone, and she gets started on one of them tangents, and I'll be like this.
Cross your eyes up. Oh Lord, here she go.
I'm on the phone with her, and she talking. I'm like, and then that's why I said, for real, girl.
I heard, and then she was to ask you what you said. You can't tell me.
I heard they said.
I hate when I don't be paying attention to nobody, and then when they say what I say, I be like, yes, I did. I heard what I said. Yeah. I don't know, man. I wasn't listening.
Right. Yeah. So you're right, Kenyatta. I think you got to be secure within yourself, just like with me being a plus size woman, and most of my girlfriends are relatively thin, but I've never felt like I don't want to go to the club with her because I'm a big girl and she's not. I've always been who I am, and I hung out with my girlfriends, the ones that's fine, the ones that's not fine, but I've never been offended.
But you're fine though. You big, but you shapely.
Thank you. But I never felt like I don't want to go out with the group of girls because I'm the only big girl. Because
I would have been telling you get in the front because they're gonna come. You get in the front all that ass because you got ass.
But you know what? But my sister used to say, Tanya, when I used to say, y'all, let's go out, let's go to the club, let's go out, and my sister would say, yeah, Tanya, let's go, because she used to always feel like you the one that draw the men to the table. But I never felt that way. But I never felt less than. I felt like typically black men are not going after the big girl. If I'm sitting there a size 26 and you got somebody a size 14, 16 shapely, 9 times out of 10 in the club, that's who getting the dances, that's who getting the drinks. But you know what? It wasn't always like that for me because my personality drew people. And there were people guys would come over and buy me a drink and not necessarily say, "Can I have your number? Hey, lady, what you drinking? Buy me a drink. Old lady, want that?" So I never felt less than, but I never felt like I don't want to go to the club with them because I'm secure in who I am. I feel like
you never felt that you were in competition.
Right. In competition. I never felt like I don't want to go out with them because all the guys are gonna dance with them and all the guys are gonna look at them and all the guys gonna even times that I did go out that maybe no guy said nothing to me all night, I still didn't leave up with my feelings on my shoulders. I never left there like nobody really talked to me.
Well, I'm the fat girl of all the guys you want to talk to. I don't know why.
Huh?
I'm the fat girl all the guys talk to. They see me, they take up for their fun, and I know how to get all my girls drinks, and we finna have a good time. And if you ain't spending that, get your ass out of our face. We is not playing. We not coming to spend all the phone.
Let me tell y'all this quick. This gonna be real quick, Keandra. I know we got to go, but let me tell y'all this story when.
Man, we 2 hours in. This live for an hour, I think. This hour for be friends. We talking our ass off. I'm gonna get you some water. Y'all good. Listen, y'all ain't sipping on shit.
I showed you, and I didn't even get me a drink today. Me and my sister and some girls. I was living in Georgia. I'm from Albany, Georgia, a little small town. So we decided one weekend we always gonna go up to Atlanta and check in a hotel for the weekend, hang out, just girls night. We're going to the club and we're gonna hang out. So we went shop. We got to Atlanta. We go to the mall and we go shopping. That's when the thongs was first came in style. The thong song was out, and everybody was in. So we go shopping, and me being again, I was only big girl in the bunch, and so all them was getting their little thongs, and I was like, I can't. I ain't no thongs for me. So my sister was like, yes, there is. Tanya, you can get some thongs. Yes, you can. So we go in the big girl store. Catherine's one of them big girl stores. We go.
Like slingshot.
So we get in there. So who wears thongs? So she knows about thongs because she wears them. I don't never owned a pair of thongs. So we go in the store and my sister was like, you can. And so we go in there. Sure enough, they had thongs. But my sister meant to tell me, get them a size larger. Instead, she said, get them a size smaller than what you wear. So I thought, okay, I got them. We get that night. We go back to the hotel. I got me the thong with the matching bra. I remember it was lime green. It was lime green. It was lime green.
There's another dog on the line.
My husband got him. But so I remember my little lime green thongs with the lime green matching bra. So we get dressed, we go to the club. So them thongs start chewing in my butt, right? And I'm like, I'm telling my sister, I'm like, I'm like, they hurt. And she was like, girl, that's because you ain't used to them. They fine. And I'm like, something wrong. And she was like, no, that's because you ain't used to them. They okay. We get to the club. We standing in line to get. It was a club. We had to stand in a long line. And this was, I had on my high heel shoes and my body dress. And back then, Keandra, I was kind of fine back then, though. But I was big. I was still a big girl. But back then, I was completely flat stomach, big hips, big butt. I was fine. But I was thick. I was bigger than everybody else. And I'm sitting there with my body dress on and my heels on. I'm looking good and my butthole on fire. That thing was So then my sister started telling me, it's okay. It's just because you ain't used to them. I said, so we leave there, the club, the line so long, we could never get in the club. We decided to just go to breakfast. We get to breakfast and really now I'm really in trouble. This thing killing me now. I'm in your ass.
Chewing the in the booty.
It done threw the whole hole back there. I'm in so much pain.
You want to shave your ass out back then. Y'all people weren't really removing hair back then like that.
We get in the Waffle House and we standing there waiting to be seated. And out of all these 7, 8 women, this nigga couldn't find nobody to come to try to talk to but me.
I know you went on.
What you say something? What you say?
I said, out of all the 8 women, it was 7, 8 of us together. Out of all of us, this man passed all them women and come and try to holler at me. And I said, I know
you need to go to the bathroom.
Bad as my ass hurt, and I know you ain't trying to talk to me. And he was like, hey, what's up? What's your name? coma. I'm in so much pain. I'm almost in a coma. When we got back home, it hurt so bad I couldn't hardly pull it down. I told my sister, I said, "Help me take it out." I ain't gonna help you. I told my sister to catch the string so I could pull it down. My sister said, "You a damn lie."
Listen, one of my friends got married and she a big girl, and the sisters had they did her wedding. They had her beautiful. She looked a little drag, but it was beautiful. And she had wrapped up. They had a wrap her because she a big girl, and the dress they made was gorgeous. Like it made like on the It reminds you of what's her name? Ursula. Under the Sea on the Mermaid.
Mermaid.
But it was all roses, black roses, dressed in black and gold, nice sequence body, sweetheart top, corset back, and just flow. I mean, just beautiful. But they wrapped her up with all type of tape and saran wrap. And after her wedding, I stayed back to help her, break down everything because I actually had did the wedding reception. I did the decorations, so I was getting my stuff, together to get ready to go. And she said, "Oh, friend, come help me. I got the pee. Come help me." And I said, "Okay." So we go to the back. They help her do the dress. The bathroom was so small because she's so huge and tall. Like she's so tall to her butt is literally on the side of my cheek. That's just how tall she is. So she like, yes, and big. So she like, "Friend, help me, friend, help me." So we go in the bathroom. I tried to help her, but I couldn't because it was so small. And I said, "Come on, you got to pee outside." So we go to the back of the venue, and she started taking the dress off. And after she get the dress off, which was a deal, she was like, "Oh my God, friend, I'm about to kill myself." She's like, "Help me take the girl off." So I'm trying to help her take the girl off. Once we get the girl off, and I mean, we tugging and pulling. I'm like, just hold on, friend. I end up biting gray tape and saran wrap a loose, like literally biting on her hip and around her. I said, "I got the line because I'm literally damn near biting you on your booty, friend." Like literally, she told me I tried to pull it and tag, but I had nails and I couldn't. I said, "Friend, I'm gonna have to bite a little bit." She was like, "Friend, please just bite." We had a whole conversation. Like that. "Look, won't you get no ideas? I ain't trying to chew on your ass." And then she was like, "Friend, I gotta pee." How did you know? Okay, I went to bite and pulling tape, and when she finally got loose and peed, a man pulled behind the venue with his light, and it looked like she had to pee forever. Her ass was so big and out. I stood right there like I was shocked to see that much butt in my face. Like I stood right there like, "Oh my God, friend, you got so much butt." I see what Chris does.
Well, tell me this. How did she get
Miss Tonya got ass like that. Unlimited ass.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about it's to no end.
Infinite ass.
Yeah.
Most definitely. My friend,
that's a to infinity.
To infinity and beyond.
Yeah.
That's that light year ass. That's that light year ass.
How did the girl get back in the? If you took her with Lady
Oh,
Tape?
it wasn't no get back in the dress, y'all fighting this here. It wasn't no get back in the dress because we had a bought it, girl. It wasn't no get back in it. After I chewed tape and shit, I wish she would have asked me to help her put a dress. It's over with. You gonna walk right in your car with your girl on and your fishnet stockings and them house shoes. And get in your and just and go because everybody's done. I got all my things, and now you peed outside. The man to watch you pee, he sat there and watched with his lights on bright lights, watching her pee. Sat there while watching her pee.
And then she couldn't do nothing about it because she couldn't stop it.
She couldn't stop it. She peed like she peed a river. And by the time she got through, I said, "Friend," I said, "what you gonna do about your dress?" We balled that damn dress up and throw it on the back of the truck. Period.
She probably hadn't pissed all night because she knows she was taped in.
Oh yeah, she had to be all night. She couldn't. She couldn't have got it. She couldn't. No way. All the people could have did that was them scissors. They had her tucked and tight and right, baby. I ain't gonna lie.
She had a whole new shape.
She had a bad shape.
She ready to go
A bad shape. She was a beautiful bride too.
Yeah, I guess when she get ready to go to the bathroom, she gonna be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, honey. That was,
And you know, she probably was holding it because she ain't even want to go because she already knew what she was gonna have to go through.
yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah, she
Right.
yeah, she held it.
All right, y'all, we got to get up off here. It's one thing. We've been on here for an hour and 53 minutes. It's 53 minutes over time, which we always go over time. I mean, it's what we do. Hey, Rashida.
This been fun.
Thank you for watching, Miss Becky. Well, y'all, you know, we ain't got no music to take us out. We're going to have us a theme song in a hot second because I'm writing it.
Okay.
But I love everybody that love me, and I thank my guests for coming on here. Thank you to Kendra.
No
Thank
problem.
you, Miss
Kendra, it's been real.
Because Miss Tony gonna be on here, nobody else gonna be on here.
The
What you
Kendra,
say, Miss Tanya? What you say, Miss Tanya?
Kendra.
I can hear. What you say?
I say it's been real.
Oh yes, it has. Yes, it has.
It's been real.
Keandra can tell you. I always ask her about you. I tell her, when you gonna bring your friend back? Y'all so funny together. I always thought you.
She's so inconsistent.
Well, listen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. I'm gonna share this with y'all. Okay. As fun as I am now, you see me. I'm painted up. I look good. I'm smoking a little bit. You see that side. But on another side, I'm a little ill. I'm a heart patient, and I be sick sometimes. So therefore, I don't feel like laughing, talking, pain, none of that. I can't get out the bed. I can't breathe. I can't. It's just. It's a lot. So therefore, I'm gonna be inconsistent until the Lord heal me on one hand, or until I can just get my show together. And
before this was going on, she was inconsistent.
It
was on paper. She was inconsistent. It wasn't no heart patient then.
Listen, all the reason why.
Because I asked about you, and Keandra told me you had moved back to Alabama, and I was like, no, because when y'all first started out. Y'all were. I really enjoyed y'all, and then when Keandra other co-hosts came, it wasn't as fun.
Tired of lie.
Listen. See, the energy that me and Keandra got. This energy ain't something you just can jump on the platform and do. You can't just do what we do. It's natural because it's natural because it's real. It's natural because it's. I love her. This is my dog. We'd have been through some stuff together. You know, I'd have been down for her. She'd have been down for me. You know what I'm saying? And we know how to vibe and we know how to connect. And we spiritually connect. You know what I'm saying? Because the love we have for each other. We spiritually. So
therefore, the thing that I liked about it, it seemed authentic and natural.
People literally witnessing when we doing a show together. People are literally witnessing the conversations that we have. That's how we talk.
Yeah,
we laugh so much.
Yeah, because the first time,
and we really worse than what we is on here for real. We really y'all get a mild version of when we get around each other, because I be 9 times out of 10 I'm cheering around and I can't really say and do, and you know, so it's just like you know, y'all get a virgin, but it ain't gonna always be like that. Y'all gonna get to see who we is for real. One day we gonna be live in action, and they're gonna be paying
attention together. Y'all are great together on the platform, though.
Everybody that got on her show, let me say this. Everybody that got on her show to try to be me, you can't do it.
because
I'm gonna tell them like they said Eddie Kane on the 5 heartbeats. You can't do it. I just see so, and I like the energy that people bring to the show with different personalities. But it's only one Kendra. It's only one Keandra. It ain't gonna be. You can't duplicate me.
Because y'all have a 20-year relationship, friendship, so it's natural, it's authentic. So people shouldn't even try to come over there and mimic you. They should come over there and be themselves. And whatever energy they bring to the show, that's what they bring to the show. But they won't be you. And like I told Keandra, didn't I tell you that, Keandra? I told her, out of all the people she's had on her show, I told her you were my favorite.
Ain't remember three. Ain't remember the Kendra, Lou, and Ty. That's it. And that's dead for me.
Yeah.
Ty's the one that was smoking the weed like this, ain't it?
Ty is the one that's broke. That's the one who rent I had to pay.
Oh,
her. Out of line.
I moved it. I'll tell y'all so. I moved to Keandra.
Listen, Kendra. She was the one with a bag of chips, and every time Keandra say something funny.
Yeah.
She constantly.
Just don't know what to do. What to say.
Because she ain't had nothing to say.
Right.
Nothing.
I ain't had nothing to say.
And what you need to be on here for? You got shit to say.
Right.
Where you going?
Because she rarely brought anything to the table as far as the show was concerned. You know, like when you two were together, I laughed a whole lot through the show. But whenever you and her was together, when I laughed, it was at you because she really didn't bring a lot to the show. But I thought y'all had known each other forever. I thought she was a long time friend like the kid.
No, I just know how to. I'll say this. And the reason why people didn't even know that we had fell out like that, because I kept it professional. When she came on the platform, it was supposed to feel like we had been knowing each other a long time. It was supposed to feel like it's business. That was my coworker. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to feel like we had been knowing each other a long time. It was supposed to feel like a friendship. But behind the scenes, Ty knew I referred to her as my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never told you she was my friend, Happy to Kim. Oh, she was my coworker. I knew what it was, but on camera, it was business.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? So, that's what it was. That's how it was. And that's why when it was time for her to go, it wasn't enough for me to say, bye.
Yep. So Kendra, your ass shouldn't have moved back to Alabama, to Kendra.
Listen, when I came back to Alabama, my daughter had a baby. What happened?
Dick call you?
Listen, I missed them. I did. I got sick without him, and I had never experienced that. And right after, I did experience because my husband, you know what I'm saying? But he was the next man after my husband, you know what I'm saying? And he made me feel good. I ain't gonna lie, he missed it wrong.
How long did you stay in Vegas?
Huh?
How long did you stay in Vegas?
I think 3 months, 2 months.
That's all.
I was there 2 months.
Girl, you ain't stay out there long enough to get your feet on the ground.
Oh, shit.
I begged.
Keandra, I stayed long enough to get me a 2017 brand new goddamn car.
Yeah, we got that car.
That's it. I had the car, and what? It's about 2 weeks of being there. I went from asking for a ride to one day was finna ride the damn bus, and it was so hot. I turned around and told Keandra, call that lady, baby. Let me get my paperwork. She said, friend.
We made that out there. I got
So did you not really like it there, or it was just that you missed your kids?
No, my daughter had one of my daughter friends, young girl, my daughter 22, so a friend probably 22, younger than 22 maybe. She had a baby and didn't want the baby, and my daughter decided she was gonna take the baby, and I'm all the way in Vegas, and I'm knowing if you take a newborn baby, you don't know what to do with no newborn baby, because you ain't never had to do it, and it's really for real. It ain't nothing to play with, and then somebody else's child, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't have my daughter getting nobody baby, and I wasn't gonna be there. Now I came home not to support it. No, you're not finna do it. But then she ended up doing it anyway, and I just ended up supporting it because I do it also.
And she is an awesome mother.
And she is the best mother, and I just really thank God for the mother that she is. I enjoy every moment. And the little girl mama, I definitely praise and thank God for her. She young, but who is it? She young, but she ain't trying to be no mama right now. It ain't on her mind, and the part that is on her mind, it ain't enough to be a mama. So my daughter sacrificed, and she got her. And I'm grandmama, I'm Gigi. It slowed me down. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter ain't trying to have no children. I'm grateful for that too. Yeah. And then so if I die today or tomorrow, I did experience grandmotherhood. I did experience, all of that. Got memories, and it's just it is what it is. If my daughter don't have no more kids, or if she do, I'm content with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I came back. And I
didn't look back. I left Georgia. I have not looked back.
I lived in Georgia. Yeah. I lived in Georgia, and I told the city of Georgia up, baby. I mean, the state of Georgia, I told their ass, so they kicked me out of Georgia. I had to come out on papers in two counts.
What city did you live in?
I stayed in DeKalb. I stayed in Clayton County. I stayed in
He stayed in the Atlanta area.
Decatur. I stayed all over Georgia.
Yeah.
And I had a case in every county. I had a case in every county, honey. I did. I ain't gonna lie. And they kicked me right out of there. But I ain't care because I had a good time. I had a salon in Georgia. I did stand-up comedy. I got my hair license. I got what else I did? I had my own little hair shop inside my house, and I worked in a barber shop in the mall. I just my daughter was in everything. So many people that's famous now and rapping and doing. I had a little chance to meet them and grow with them. You know, even when I did comedy, I met rappers and actresses, and I made a name for myself. I used to get in places. I've been who I was. I enjoyed the energy, and I did. But I also was out of control in the limelight with that money and just doing what I want to do, and told to sit up, and they kicked me out. And I came on back to little Alabama where they accept me at. I got a
comedy career.
One thing I know, I can always come on.
What you said about her comedy career?
I saw. Are you considering pursuing your comedy career?
Like I said, the only thing that's really on my mind and in this moment right here really is being healthy. I can't focus on really nothing.
Because you are funny as hell now. You funny.
I'm naturally funny. I mean,
you're naturally funny.
Okay.
Try to be funny.
Kevin Hart said something real, laugh at my pain. And that's just what I have done. I'd have been through a lot. If I just really opened up and told y'all just some of the stuff I've been through, some of the stuff I endure, I've overcome, you would literally grit your feet, your ass to the seat and just be blown. But God is still good, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still here for it. Now, I'm going to keep a good spirit because...
So let me give you a little bit. I saw sipping on something. I don't know what.
No, we don't talk about this off camera. Y'all, we got to go. We got to go.
Well, let's talk about girl chat.
Wait, don't hang up because we can talk off camera. But I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. Everybody who me, and if you don't come on here. I'm gonna see y'all later. But we got to go. We 2 hours and 6 minutes in.
Bye, y'all. Bye, friends.